This is Paulie B from the Dragon Den. I'm going to give you a tour of my home studio, and I'm going to post this on YouTube. Here I got one of my stage jackets that I wear, and I wear it to perform. This is my one of my boom mics. Over here in the corner, we have one of my mics, and that's a guitar I'm working on to build, and that's the cloth to put together my my cloud. This is in the process of becoming one hell of a studio. That's a that system underneath the light is for plugging in the plugs, and it makes sure that your circuits are good. And this is my album collection. I record and I do a radio station, and I play my albums for the kids. This is my bass guitar, and that's my Roland bass amp. I got my Fender amp. No, that's my Marshall amp. I got that mic. It's not hooked up yet, and that's a 54 reissue guitar, and that's a limited edition Marshall cabinet, and you can see it's mic, but the mics aren't hooked up yet. We're in the process of putting everything together. This is a Japanese lawsuit model guitar, and it's got an open head like a Gibson, and I installed 57 Gibson pickups in it. Sounds amazing. This is where we come over here. This is my rack. I got my paints because I do art, because I'm recording, and this is my album cover. This is my CD cover that I'm recording. That'll become my CD cover. And I got a couple of pictures back here of me and my bike and whatnot. I got different objects in the box for stuff I use to record. That's on my mic stand. This is Mac Yaxter's house at Woodstock, and these are different parts for guitars. Those are different parts for guitars I built. These are my shock mounts. I wear spurs when I record, and this is for the stage. And this is my inside that box is an amp. We're listening to TV over here, and it's not a TV, it's a monitor. This is the main control center. I'm going to turn this down. This is we're listening to a home recording studio. So we come down here.
I love plugins, but I feel like that's better my front end single down here.
And it's a system. This is we'll come over here, so we might as well look. This is a Line 6 UX2, and that's an interface. And we have some speaker systems set up in here. They work. This is a mixer. It's a Behringer mixer, but it's also an interface, and it's a very nice piece, and it's an interface. This is our rack. We have patch bays that are going in. One of the new patch bays in a box up there. We have headphones. We have microphones. We have CDs for recording our music, because we record. And this is the system that will be burning our CDs on. It's a Yamaha, and it has a tray for burning CDs, and it's also a workstation. This is our monitor, and I've got the monitor hooked up. That's our Apple Cinema screen, and that's our MIDI controller. We have another MIDI controller coming in. We also have a Windows 8 computer over here, but this is all going to work off of a 16 gigabyte with a terabyte of storage, and that computer will go in the back underneath here, and there's room for equipment back there that that we don't need to get at all the time. And that's where we're going to run all our equipment. Now this is a Marshall head, and everything's hooked up. It all runs through. This is a Yamaha stack. You can't get them no more. And this is a PA system. It's 100 watt. That goes to the top speakers on the stacks. And over here we have another PA system that runs these two bottom large stacks, and we'll mic them to record out of them. That little can amp in the back is for acoustic guitar. Come over here, we have a 2000 watt power head, and we're running our music through a Kenwood. That's a Kenwood, and up here we have a JVC turntable, Agnator, and another PA system. And everything's hooked in together. Everything's hooked in together. And this is a mixer. We have a mixer under here. That's another mixer. That one's hooked up to the 2000 watt power head. This will be our control station again. We have a line 11 for effects. We have a compressor. That's also an equalizer. And I believe that's I think it's an R. It says R on it. I'm not sure exactly all about the compressor. I gotta learn more about the compressor. And our interface is a Moto. It's a Moto interface. So we got an interface there, an interface there, an interface here, a workstation. We got a keyboard for our our Apple computer, our cinema screen, our MIDI controller, and this is the guts of the recording studio. This is a pro recording studio. We use lights. These are lights that we'll be hooking up and putting in different areas of the studio. And that's another light we'll be hooking up to different sections. That's a power supply for our cinema Apple screen. These are the boxes I played through. It's a line 6 M5 stop box. I got black stars, I got boost, I got distortion, and I got one more that I'm using over here on the bass. There's another black star box. The black star boxes are great. There's a Fender amp, and then we got a 400 watt Fender head coming in for it, and that's going to be for the bass. This is a Colby guitar. It's hard to get a hold of a Colby in this condition. This is a guitar I built. This is my main guitar. It's a Fender 60 reissue body with Fender noiseless pickups and S1 switching. I use loopers in my studio. I love loopers. That's a Boss 3 looper. And what do we miss here? That's everything here. Speakers for the VA. Oh, in the back there, when I started recording on a reel-to-reel. So that's my reel-to-reel. And we got speakers hooked up. The smaller speakers underneath go to an Onkyo. That's back there, and then we get regular radio on the Onkyo. Inside this box is all my cables. You can't see them, but I keep cables in this box. And that book is what I do. I write my songs with, and I stage albums up there. So we got a recording system. In the back corner over here, it's a Johnson amp, and that Johnson amp is incredible. I got my drums hooked up to a looper. So that's a looper that the drums are hooked up to. And I'm able to sit here and play the drums. And I can play the drums and I can loop them. And they'll continue to play like a player piano. And then I got my guitar hooked to a looper, so I can move from one instrument to another and create a song. This is my, it's a dynamic mic on here now. But this is what I use, and I can sit here and do vocals as I'm playing the drums. We come around over here. In the back underneath there is a speaker system that I built myself to hook up to the to this box that has, that's a tube amp actually. I have a collection of 45s coming around. I have all my tuners, 3 tuners, and that piece is for playing 45s, a handful of CDs. Mostly I'm in albums. And you can see I'm in albums. And in that box is pieces for mics. And again, you can see how we have our stands that come across to mic our amps to record with. We mic our amps and record. Now we got a lot more equipment coming in, especially as far as mics are going. We got 4 ribbon mics, 2 match sets of 1 ribbon mic and 2 match sets of another ribbon mic. So the ribbon mics are coming in, and we got 2 dynamic mics that we just got in. They're back here in this corner. Let me show you these. This is one of our ribbon mics. Sorry about the shaky. This is where I sit. But this is one of our dynamic mics. And if you see, it's hard to read it, it's not focusing, but that's a Sennheiser. That's a Sennheiser dynamic mic, very good mic. This is my control station. We're on